back to another video here on my YouTube channel. Today, I'm going to be doing another Call of Duty commentary, and for today's commentary, I'm going to be doing the weapon guide on the M1 Garand Independent 2. So yeah, now that I got the intro out of the way, let's actually dive right into the commentary. So if you guys actually did not know, of course, there was a community contract going on in Call of Duty World War II, and we have completed the community contract, so that means everyone has the ability to get this brand new free variant of the M1 Garand. It is going to be called the Independent 2. It's a really cool variant of the M1 Garand, and if you haven't already, make sure you go ahead and pick it up. All you have to do is go over to the mail slot of Call of Duty World War II, and then you can redeem this weapon. So that's all you have to do if you want to get this awesome heroic variant of the M1 Garand. So I thought that for today's video, I'd go ahead and do a weapon guide video on the M1 Garand. So as per usual with my weapon guide videos in Call of Duty World War II, I'm going to be going over the stats to create a class as well as how you should play with this create class in the game. So yeah, let's get started with the stats of the M1 Garand. The damage profile of the M1 Garand is 60 damage up close, dropping up to 49 damage at distance. Weapon class is of course a rifle. Magazine size is 8 rounds and 12 with extended mag. It is unlocked at level 1. Starting ammunition is 8 rounds in the magazine and 24 in reserve. Maximum ammunition is 8 rounds in the magazine and 48 reserve. Reload time is 2.1 seconds. Rate of fire is 324 RPM and 346 with rapid fire, and of course fire mode is semi-automatic. So the M1 Garand in Call of Duty World War II is a very good weapon in the game, and it's a really underrated weapon, and a lot of people brush it off just because it's a semi-automatic rifle. However, it is very good, so I highly recommend that you go ahead and check it out. So yeah guys, now that I got the stats out of the way for the M1 Garand, I'm now going to be talking about the create class that I have for today's video, so let's get started. Alright guys, so as you can see on your screen right now, this is going to be the create class I have for today's video. Of course, I am going to be using the infantry division, and my primary weapon is going to be the M1 Garand, and of course I am going to be using the Independent 2 variant of that weapon. My first attachment is going to be foregrip, and that's just because the recoil can be a little bit high on this weapon, so that's how come I decided to go ahead and use foregrip. My second attachment is going to be quick draw because you want to get up your iron sights as quickly as you possibly can. My third attachment is going to be extended mags, and that's just because if you shoot this weapon really fast, you're going to be running out of ammunition very quickly, and if you use extended mags, that's going to help that out a lot. And if you can shoot semi-automatic weapons very quickly, I would highly recommend that you put on rapid fire because that's going to help out by raising the fire cap limit so you can shoot this weapon a lot faster. Also, the iron sights on this weapon can be a little bit hard to use, so if you want to, feel free to switch out rapid fire for a red dot sight. It really just depends on what you like more. My basic training is going to be hunger, and then my secondary weapon is going to be the M1911 Totalized 2 with quick draw as well as extended mags. My lethal grenade is going to be the sticky bomb, as well as I'm going to be using a standard tactical grenade. So that's going to be the class that I have for today's video. Overall, I would say this is the best class that I made for the M1 Garand. I would highly recommend that you go ahead and check it out. So now that I got the class out of the way, I'm going to be talking about how you should play with this create class in Call of Duty World War II. Now the M1 Garand is a very interesting rifle in the game. Although it is a semi-automatic rifle, you would expect it to be very good at those longer ranges. However, I noticed that with the M1 Garand, it's a lot better if you actually take out enemies at medium as well as close range, which is really interesting being that it is semi-automatic. Now this is just because the recoil on the M1 Garand can be a little bit hard to use, so it is harder to take out enemies at those longer ranges. However, if you stay to those medium to close range engagements, you're going to be able to take out enemies very effectively. The damage on this weapon is extremely high, and it actually has a 2-shot kill range, so if you stay to those close range engagements as well as medium range engagements, you're going to be able to completely melt people with this weapons. So yeah, that's going to conclude today's video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you did, don't forget to drop a like on it down below, as well as subscribe and turn on post notifications so that way you don't miss a new upload from me. We are on the grind to 1,000 YouTube subscribers, so if you guys would like to subscribe, that would really help me out. So yeah, that's going to conclude today's video. I hope to see you in the next one.